Good morning and welcome to a Tuesday devotional thought from Fairview Lutheran Church. As we are in a time of choosing, electing someone who will be president, not quite king, I look back at the time when Israel really went off the beaten path, went away from what God wanted for them. Because before our text that's before us today from 1Samuel chapter 8, verses 6 and 7, the people of Israel were supposed to be listening to God, following his rule. He was the leader. It was a theocracy, not a monarchy. But yet they didn't like that. They wanted to be like the nations around them who had kings that maybe did things like hold parades and did things like maybe give or throw parties or balls and things of that nature that are exciting to us as humans. They wanted to be like the nations around them. And so they come to Samuel, who was the priest, the high priest. They come to Samuel, who was a judge, and they tell him, "You are old, and your sons do not walk in your ways. Now appoint a king to lead us, such as all the other nations have." It seems reasonable as a request, but what they're really saying is, we don't trust God to lead us when you're gone, even though he has led us all this way, even though he has provided when needed leaders like the judges who would step up and lead us in the right direction, even though he has written his word in our hearts and our minds. We don't trust that God will lead us in the future. But when they said, "Give us a king to lead us," this displeased Samuel, so he prayed to the Lord. And the Lord told him, "Listen to all the people are saying to you. It is not you they have rejected, but they have rejected me as their king." In this Christ the King weekend coming up for our worship, I wonder if that's become us. Have we looked to other things, other people, other entities to lead us and rejected God as our king? God calls us to recognize that he is Lord of Lords, that he is King of Kings, and that we are to worship him. But this is where it began. The people of Israel, the people of God, asked for a king. And in that they were rejecting God as their king. Brothers and sisters, to you today I ask that we not look to any person or thing to rule us, but rather to find our being, our dwelling, being led by our God who created us and who loves us and who will come again to take us home. God bless you as you make Christ your King. Amen.